When we talk about the construction world, one name stands out above all the noise: Caterpillar Inc. This company isn't just about machines, it's become a symbol of strength and innovation, leaving its mark on the very foundation of modern life. For over 100 years, CAT has been a leader in heavy machinery, reaching 192 out of 195 countries worldwide. That's right, CAT isn't just a big deal. It's a giant in the industry, controlling a huge 39.33% of the global market. So, how did it get here? What exactly do they make? Let's take a look at the story of CAT, a company that's helped shape the world in ways you might not even realize. Now let's rewind to 1849. In Concord, New Hampshire, there was a man named Benjamin Holt, who lived with his family. His father ran a local sawmill, where Ben and his 11 siblings pitched in. From an early age, Ben was no stranger to hard work and hands-on tasks. The family business involved collecting hardwood for shipping, checking its quality, and making sure everything was delivered on time. The Holts were doing well for themselves back then. As Ben grew up, he took over the sawmill while his brothers handled sales and deliveries in California. Everything was going smoothly until Ben turned 34, when tragedy struck and both his parents passed away. He decided to leave the sawmill behind, handing over the shipping side of things, and moved to California in 1883. But Ben didn't build his empire alone. The Holts were a tight-knit family who always had each other's backs. When he arrived in California, Benjamin and his brothers started a new business called the Stockton Wheel Company, which provided wood treatments for the dry valleys of the West. Locals in Stockton began calling him Uncle Ben, and he set up a small workshop right across from the office, filled with machines and always surrounded by his trusty team who brought his creative engineering ideas to life. Ben was a different kind of engineer. He didn't draw much, instead he would build things directly from his mind. When he did sketch, it was just to help explain his ideas more clearly to the workers. This new venture quickly made a name for itself, and their wood treatment was soon recognized as the best in town. The brothers poured $65,000 into factory equipment, growing Stockton Wheel Company into a sizable operation with 25 employees and 2 buildings. With the success of the Stockton Wheel Company, Ben was free to dream bigger. In 1890, he set his sights on a new project, a steam traction engine. This would be the start of something huge in the world of machinery. The tractor he created was massive, 24 feet long and weighing in at 48,000 pounds. To bring this to life, he launched Holt Manufacturing Company in 1892. The goal was to help farmers replace their horses with machinery to save time and effort. But there was a problem. The tractor was so heavy that it would sink into the soil. So, in 1904, Ben came up with a brilliant idea to fix this. He added tracks to the tractor, creating the world's first ever track-type tractor. He called it Caterpillar, a name that the company still uses today. Want to know how that name came about? Well, it wasn't Ben's idea at first. One day, the company photographer, Charles Clements, noticed how the tractor's tracks moved up and down, much like a caterpillar crawling along. Ben loved the idea so much that he adopted it as the tractor's name. Ben sold the first ever Caterpillar tractor for $5,500, which would be around $185,000 today. Despite its hefty price tag, it was still a game changer for farmers, offering them a more efficient, cost-effective way to get their work done. The tractor became incredibly popular, and by 1909 it had been improved and updated with newer technology. But it was World War I that really took Holt manufacturing to the next level. From 1914 to 1918, Ben's tractors and other military equipment were supplied to soldiers and governments, and the Caterpillar tractor even inspired the creation of tanks for the battlefield. However, after the war, things took a turn for the worse. In 1920, farmers started to favor tractors made by the CL Best Gas Traction Company. These were easier to use and better suited for farming fields, while Holt's tractors worked better in controlled environments but struggled on rough, uneven land. The problem was, CL Best wasn't just another competitor. He was a former Holt employee who had left in 1910 to start his own company, and it quickly became a major threat to Holt's dominance. 1931 was a game-changing year for Caterpillar, with several key developments that still shape the company today. One of the major milestones was the creation of the industry's first true motor grader, the Auto Patrol. Unlike older graders that were just attached to tractors, the Auto Patrol was designed as a fully fledged machine. Today, Caterpillar still manufactures these machines in places like Arkansas, Illinois, Brazil, and China. Another big achievement in 1931 was the introduction of Old Betsy, Caterpillar's first diesel engine, the D9900. The project had begun back in 1927, and the team was determined to make it a success. The D9900 was incredibly efficient, generating plenty of power while using less fuel. This engine line opened up new opportunities for the company, including power generation and OEM, original equipment manufacturer, solutions. Caterpillar also started making engines for generator sets and marine applications. Then, on December 7, 1931, C.L. Best made a historic change. He began experimenting with different colors for the tractors, sometimes red, sometimes gray, before finally landing on the iconic highway yellow. Yellow wasn't just a random choice. Best picked it for its visibility and dominance, wanting a color that would stand out from a distance. This decision revolutionized the machinery industry, and yellow became the signature color for Caterpillar. That same year, the company's logo got a makeover too. The original wiggly design that looked like a caterpillar was replaced with something more modern, professional, and sleek. 1931 was a tough year for Caterpillar, as the company teetered between success and failure. But thanks to a spirit of determination and innovation, they pushed forward. That same drive for progress and creativity is still at the heart of Caterpillar today, helping it stay as the world's #1 heavy machinery company. By 1932, Caterpillar was ready to sell its first diesel engine. However, just as things seemed to be looking up, disaster struck. The company faced a massive sales drop that year. Sales had been $45 million at the start of 1930, but by 1932, they had plunged to only $1.6 million. This marked Caterpillar's first full-year loss. To cope, workdays were reduced to just 4 days a week, some factories were shut down, and salaries were cut. Thankfully, in the later 1930s, sales to the Soviet Union helped pull the company back from the brink. In 1933, things started to improve when Caterpillar took on a major project, the construction of the Golden Gate Bridge in California. The project required a huge amount of heavy equipment and manpower, and Caterpillar played a key role in building this iconic landmark. At the time, the Golden Gate Bridge was the tallest and longest suspension bridge in the world. The next big leap for Caterpillar came during World War II. The company became crucial in producing vehicles for the Allied forces. The diesel engines they had developed earlier proved to be a game-changer, as they could be adapted for use in tanks and even gasoline-powered airplanes. But Caterpillar didn't stop at just making vehicles. They were also involved in repairing roads, building new ones, clearing tank traps, and constructing gun emplacements. Their wide-ranging contributions during the war showed just how versatile and reliable the company had become. After the war, by 1949, Caterpillar set its sights on going global. The company wanted to provide machinery to customers around the world quickly and efficiently. To make that happen, they opened subsidiaries in key countries like Australia and Great Britain, solidifying their international presence and setting the stage for their continued success. Caterpillar's global reach continued to grow in the late 1940s and 1950s. In 1948, the company entered India and took on a major project, the construction of the Bhakra Dam, which at the time was the largest concrete gravity dam in the world. The 1950s marked a key period in Caterpillar's history. It all kicked off with a big project, a 10.5-mile motorway, followed by the establishment of Caterpillar Tractor Co. of England, marking one of their first major steps outside the U.S. By 1953, Caterpillar's international influence was expanding rapidly, with the Indian government purchasing 93 Caterpillar machines for their road development projects. This was just the beginning, as Caterpillar's presence continued to grow across the globe. In 1955, they introduced a new system of letters to organize their machines and tractors, making their operations smoother and more efficient. The company also showed its versatility by helping prepare the event sites for the 1956 Melbourne Olympics. By the end of the 1950s, Caterpillar had earned a reputation for reliability in the most extreme conditions. They supplied machines for tough locations like Antarctica, supporting the U.S. military's Operation Deep Freeze III, which required equipment to withstand the harshest environments on Earth. In the early 1960s, Caterpillar faced labor disputes among its American workforce, stemming from concerns about the company's behavior. Fortunately, the issue was resolved quickly, without affecting their sales. By 1965, Caterpillar further strengthened its production capabilities by acquiring Tow Motor Corporation, boosting their forklift production line. Then, in 1967, Caterpillar introduced a new trademark, its now iconic Block C logo, which helped the company establish a distinctive, modern identity that matched its growing global presence. In 1973, Caterpillar made a big move to upgrade its fleet of tractors, replacing older machinery with brand-new models built using modern techniques and high-quality equipment. This overhaul improved both the look and performance of Caterpillar's tractors and machines. To make sure their customers got the best service, Caterpillar launched the Cat Plus program in 1975. This initiative aimed to boost sales and dealer services, helping the company grow at an unstoppable pace. With Benjamin Holt's vision, CL Best's hard work, and the determination of its employees, Caterpillar reached its peak during this period. In 1979, Caterpillar made another key change by updating its iconic tractor color. They switched from highway yellow to a new, more vibrant shade called Caterpillar Yellow. The new color was designed for better visibility day or night, making the machinery stand out even more. By 1981, Caterpillar expanded its production line even further, adding industrial gas turbines and solar turbines to its portfolio. This helped spread the company's popularity even more globally, with yellow tractors and machines becoming a common sight on construction sites worldwide. In 1985, they introduced the Caterpillar Certified Rebuild (CCR) program, which allowed customers to refurbish and extend the life of their equipment. This was both cost-effective for customers and highly profitable for Caterpillar. By 1986, the company had grown so much that it officially became Caterpillar Inc., a name that reflected its expanded operations. Caterpillar continued to grow, diversifying into new areas like manufacturing generator sets, hydraulic hoses, marine engines, transmissions, undercarriage components, rental equipment, and reciprocating engines. In 1998, Caterpillar made some key acquisitions, including the purchase of Perkins, a British maker of small diesel engines, and MWM Holdings gas and diesel power sets. These moves further strengthened Caterpillar's market position and solidified its reputation as a global leader in heavy machinery. The late 1990s saw a rise in labor disputes for Caterpillar, with employees accusing the company of failing to create a positive work environment and not living up to promises made in their contracts. These promises included regular wage increases, better safety measures, and improved healthcare benefits every 6 years. This dissatisfaction led to a massive 17-month strike by thousands of Caterpillar workers. Despite these challenges, Caterpillar remained focused on innovation and continued expanding its services. In 1998, the company opened its first Cat rental store, offering customers short-term equipment rentals ranging from just a few hours to several days. In 1999, they launched Cat Parts Store, an online platform that allowed customers to easily shop for Caterpillar parts, improving accessibility and customer service. In the early 2000s, Caterpillar introduced new advanced machinery, including wheel loaders, soil compactors, motor graders, and its signature track-type tractors. These updates significantly improved the quality of their product lines. Around this time, Caterpillar made the strategic decision to sell off its farm equipment division to AGCO, an agricultural company. This move allowed Caterpillar to focus more on developing high-end mining machinery. While Caterpillar had always been involved in mining equipment, it was during this period that the company solidified its reputation as a leading manufacturer in the mining industry. By 2008, global demand for sea transport was booming, and ship owners turned to Caterpillar to help refurbish and extend the life of their fleets. The company's expertise in marine engineering made its services even more in demand worldwide. In the early 2010s, as the world was buzzing with the dot-com boom, Caterpillar made big strides into the digital age by launching its first website, parts.cat.com. This online platform made it easier for customers to access parts and services with just a few clicks. A major milestone for Caterpillar came in 2011 when it acquired Bucyrus, a leading manufacturer of mining equipment used for extracting coal, copper, iron ore, oil sands, and other minerals. This $8.8 billion acquisition firmly established Caterpillar as a dominant force in the mining industry. However, in 2018, Caterpillar faced some controversy over allegations of avoiding IRS taxes for up to 13 years. While these types of accusations are not uncommon among big corporations, it did stir up some attention. At the same time, environmental concerns were raised about Caterpillar's impact on air quality due to its manufacturing processes. In response, the company pledged to reduce its environmental footprint and focus on producing more sustainable products. 2018 also marked a significant achievement for Caterpillar as the company hit the milestone of 850,000 assets. That year, they also unveiled a new iconic triangle logo, symbolizing their strength and stability in the industry. To further enhance customer accessibility, Caterpillar launched its official app for CAT appliances in 2019, making it easier for users to manage and access services on the go. Today, Caterpillar Inc. has grown into a powerhouse, with retail sales soaring to $66.9 billion. With 107 lifestyle stores spread across the globe, the company's reach and influence are undeniable. Throughout its long journey, Caterpillar has proven to be a force to be reckoned with, constantly innovating and staying ahead in its field. Over the years, the company has forged strong relationships with Fortune 500 businesses and governments around the world, a network built over decades, rather than the quick, volatile rise seen by many tech and AI startups that often lack the same long-term stability. Caterpillar's success story highlights the importance of relationships in business. If Thomas A. Baxter hadn't teamed up with C.L. Best after Benjamin Holt's passing, the company might have gone bankrupt. That partnership was crucial in keeping the company alive and setting it on the path to success. The company has also built a positive global reputation, from helping with disaster recovery efforts like the 1906 San Francisco earthquake to providing backup power to cities around the world, from New York to Brazil. For over 90 years, Caterpillar has supported the Red Cross and made significant strides in producing environmentally sustainable products. While some may see Caterpillar as a traditional company, its stability has been its greatest strength. It's this consistency that has kept the company at the top of the Fortune 100 for over a century. But the true story of Caterpillar goes beyond just machines. It's about resilience, strategic partnerships, and making a global impact. We hope this story has inspired you. Let us know in the comments which company's journey you'd like us to explore next. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more.